Boom. Just some apple juice in a really fancy cup. David, Adam, Eli, Donald, Jasmine. What's going down? Where's... Oh, I ate all that candy. What y'all doing though? Not doing a whole lot. The setup, y'all probably like, where's the setup, bro? I just did it this way just because I have to. I haven't figured out how to get it to stop from dropping frames and kind of like lagging out a little bit. So I'm still kind of just working out some stuff with that. But yeah, you know, got put on 2 years on probation. Damn, from doing what? What was you doing? What up, Jessica? Yeah, no, we haven't been on live in a while, in a minute either, actually. Well, that's a lie. I was on the other day, but I don't go live as often as I used to, for sure. Chief. Shh. I heard you. You don't got to keep yawning to be acknowledged. I heard you the first time. I heard you the first time. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the computer. I know that you're not quite understanding that because you're like, I'm right here. Well, you talking to me? But I'm not really talking to you. Bruh. He don't get it. He don't get it. 3 Gs. Damn, that sucks. I would fight it. I'd fight that shit. I would actually. And isn't Alabama decriminalized? Hold up. Hold the front door. Hold on, bro. I gotta go check something. Yeah. They don't have, it's not fully decriminalized, but they have a personal use with any amount, a misdemeanor with a maximum of 1 year incarceration or $6,000 fine. Yeah. You probably have, that wasn't your first time getting in trouble, huh? For them to give you 2 years probation. That sucks. Oh yeah, you got the fine, and yeah, because you didn't take the incarceration. You get the fine or the incarceration. The probation was because you didn't go to jail either. So they put you on probation and gave your ass the fine. And you probably got to take some classes. Had you just went to jail, you probably would have got like 3 months, 6 months max, and been done with it. I'm just saying, bro. Yeah, I know no one wants to go sit down, but and it's the second one. Yeah, see, and that's why you definitely got. I was like, you've had more than one situation with weed for them to give you a 2 year probation and the fine, for sure. That sucks, though. That sucks. Well, in memory of you, we'll go ahead and spark this up for you there, sir. It's for Adam right here. This is for Adam. This is for my dog. It's for my dog, Adam. What up, Ashley? What up? It's for my dog. Shout out to everybody who's just chilling with us. It's for my dog. All right. What should we do on YouTube? They yeah, if they're trying to just make proof of a point. But you just gotta know your rules, know your laws. That's all it is. Yeah, it's suspended because you didn't take the jail time. Had you took the jail time from the jump and not did the probation from the start, they wouldn't have given you, you know what I'm saying, like a big situation. They would have just rounded those two situations together. You just got to know like the little rules because they're always gonna like you, especially being Alabama, is so conservative. Like they're always gonna try to make an example of motherfuckers. Like they're always going to push you, like try to get more out of you than what is actually like law because they can. Like it's written in the favor for them to kind of make examples. Like you literally just heard, like for any possession, like for just personal use possession, like if you had just a little bit of weed on you and you were like, this is mine, I use it, I don't sell it, I don't do anything, it's just mine. Like you said, you can have a joint and they can choose to do what they want because that joint is falls under the any amount for them to be able to charge you with a misdemeanor, give you at least a year in jail and a $6,000 fine. So they're kind of like they'll do whatever they want within those means. So you just got to kind of know how to, you know what I'm saying, talk to motherfuckers and just stay the fuck out of trouble too. You dig? You gotta know how to talk to people and just stay out of trouble. Just started up a construction business, so I took the probation. Yeah, see, and you have priorities, so you'll be able to smoke again one day. And the reality is you can get off probation early. People don't know that. You could pay your fines up early and petition to be off early. Most states have like a certain amount of time. Since you have 2 years, I think you only have to be good with no police contact, no, problems with probation for like, it's like some places, I think it's like a year. I think you have to do like half the time or whatever. So like if you have 2 years probation, I think if you pay your fines and do a year of no problems or whatever, though, you can get off early. And some states just have it where if you pay your fines off, you're off of probation. So you might need to look into that too. You might be able to just chuck up to $6,000 and be like, all right, cool, fuck this probation. So figure out what your rules are, man. That's that. People just get stuck on shit because they think that's their only way out. What do you think rich people do? Some motherfuckers pay to get off of probation and shit, unless it's something that they like, they're habitual and the judge makes it mandatory and shit. And Oregon decriminalized all drugs. Not most. The motherfuckers said fuck it. But it's because Oregon is always been a progressive state like that. And they're really just helping set up the stage for a national, like a full-on federal decriminalization of all drugs, because it doesn't make sense to have to continue this fake narrative of a drug war. It's not real. People have real problems when they're on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a heroin addict, meth addict, fucking coke addict, crack addict, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Alcoholic, whatever. Like you, most of the time, it's a vice, and when it goes past being just a vice, it becomes a real problem where you really are like, you got mental problems most of the time. You have real issues, right? So instead of punishing people for trying to find ways to deal with their mental issues or deal with their physical issues or deal with whatever fucking issue they feel they're trying to deal with, like we need, you know what I'm saying? We punish people. We got to stop doing that. We got to start helping people. You know what I'm saying? There should be more safe zone, clinics for people who, are shooting up, because then we can start to control, you know, these drug outbursts in the homeless community and in drug communities too. And we can stop unnecessary deaths from happening just because somebody was going through a bad patch in their life and overdosed, right? Like all that shit is unnecessary shit that like us as a nation can like, we can preemptively help and change. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay to like care about people and show a little bit of empathy every so often. Like not every drug addict is a drug addict because they fucking want to be. You know, I think that we like paint a bad picture for all drug addicts. Like, you know, some drug addicts are really just a true addict and don't know how to break habits. And that shit's real. Like the people are just not strong enough and sometimes just need a little bit of help to get to that point of being strong enough. Back to Avon, Colorado. Hell yeah. I wouldn't move there. It's too small. I'm a city boy, but it's nice up there. What up, Jimmy? Yeah, no, that's just real. Oregon is a progressive ass state though, but they've always kind of been like that. They've always been one of those just ahead of the curve states. And some of it's because like they're always looking for the next reason or opportunity to like, you know, be a part of something or be the reason for something happening, right? Like Oregon likes to be a I don't know, like a headline state, if you will. You know what I mean? Like they always are kind of just doing things that set them apart from the rest of the country. You know, they're not afraid to take risks and see if things will work for, you know, them and their demographic, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they don't always get it right. But when they do get it right, it's always like some really cool, progressive, like, you know, new way of fucking thinking and shit. So, what up, Christy Gibbs? What up, Miles? Yeah, Portugal and a couple other countries have done the whole decriminalization thing over the last, you know, 20 years and stuff. I think Portugal was one of the first, if not the first. I think Holland did it too. There's a few of them that are fully decriminalized, and some of them like just went as far as to just be like all drugs are legal. And it was like I said, like the reality is drug addicts don't want to be fucking criminals. You know what I'm saying? Like most of them don't want to be criminals. Like, do a lot of them resort to like crime and shit? For sure. You know, like it's a fact. It's given. But the reality is when you get to a point of being that desperate, like, and you have to feed this itch, you know what I'm saying? Like you can start to understand like people's situation a little bit better and why they do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because most drug addicts don't steal any more than they need to hide the day. That's something that's really interesting. Go like think about the one drug addict person that you know in your life who's like just hit rock bottom and just lives there right now. Like we all know somebody, if not a few people, you know, that we've encountered that we know like it's just that person that we're just like, ugh, like he steals or she steals or whatever. Like, you know, bad vibes to be around, but it's only because we don't understand, like take the time to just really understand like why they do what they do. Like, you know, when you take the time to just show a little bit of empathy to somebody, no matter what the situation is, sometimes you can maybe find ways to communicate with these people and help, you know, because most drug addicts will only steal enough to, you know, take care of what they need to that day, getting high and eating, bro. Maybe having somewhere to stay, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how far they are. Some still prioritize having somewhere to go. But you know what I'm saying? They're only gonna motherfucking take what they need to survive. And that's like to me, that shows that like they still have, you know, they still feel bad about it. You know, they feel bad for doing what they're doing. And that's why they only take what they need. You know what I'm saying? Definitely there's always those random people who are just greedy as fuck. But when you're talking about the most just average person who's just scraping by, they just want enough to just, you know, make it through the day. You know what I'm saying? They'll figure out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So when you can find that, you know, moment to just empathize with somebody and find out that time to relate, you know, you can find the time to communicate and really maybe reach somebody who's just really screaming for help. That's the reality. That's facts. Most drug addicts are screaming for help, but none of us take the time to empathize enough to really be able to hear what they're trying, hear the cries. What up, Trey? Yeah, yeah, the rehabilitation centers. That's real shit. But that's like I said, Oregon's just on top of their shit. Oregon's always been a progressive state. And instead of spending all that money locking people up, that's not gonna help them. It's only gonna in most situations make it worse. You start to really help. You know what I'm saying? Rehabilitate motherfuckers and help them out. What up, Trap? Oh, I need to call you back. My bad, dog. I fucking forgot. Damn, I feel like an asshole now because I hella forgot to call you back fucking like 2 days ago. Because I remember I didn't have good service. He was like, hit me back when you get to the house. And I didn't even end up getting to the house until like probably 2 or 3 hours after that because we went grocery shopping before we got home. And I forgot. I straight forgot. Damn, dog. I feel like an asshole. Hit you up, Trap. What up, dog? Appreciate you. Appreciate you coming to check on your dog because I definitely was doing a bad job at that. I forgot, dog. Man, I feel like a real asshole. Ain't even stoner shit. It was just bad. That was just bad friend shit right there. That was just me being bad communicator. That was bad communication skills. I can't even lie. I was just that I failed to communicate. Anyways, shout out to my dog Trap Terrell. Almost at 700,000. My nigga moving. Almost at 700,000. Almost at 700,000. I'm still almost at 50. I'm still almost at 50. I think once I hit 50, I'm gonna have a whole new wind in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much all I've been thinking about is like, all right, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna try to like what's the next little bit of content I'm gonna do to just try to just push for that 50K? Like at this point, I don't even give a fuck about the 100K, fuck the plaque, fuck all that shit right now. Nigga, can I just get the 50K? Oh, shit, just working, man. I just did some work today, some meetings, and now live, just chilling. Just chilling. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck we get to 50K at this point. Cause your boy is stuck. I cannot hit 50,000 for shit. Oh my God. It's all right though. You see, I'm still smiling. You know, it doesn't hurt as much anymore as it used to. I was like, damn, I can't grow. You know what I'm saying? Loki wanted to drop a tear and shit. Oh my God, I want this motherfucker go. And now, like, I'm just like, all right, well, we're gonna just keep pushing. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 46,000 motherfuckers we do got. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. Yep. Hey, do y'all like the song Unentitled? I know we talked about this shit the other day, but y'all like the new song? Y'all like the new song? Damn, I said go to Rumble. You further than me, shit, but you'll get there one day. Hell, appreciate that. Traps, yeah, all right. Yeah, I appreciate it. The new song is game. You know what I'm saying? That new song, that new shit, that new shit, that new shit, go. That new shit, go. I know I've been trying to get Simba to do a song, but he like Simba, he's really good at like he knows himself and he stays within his world of organization. And so I can't push Simba to go like to move faster than what he's willing and wanting to move. And he's got like some little random music projects that he's doing, and he was taking his time honing in on his skills. And yeah, I mean, when we get to it, we get to it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. You know what I'm saying? Just a matter of when. Hell yeah, David. That's what's up. He said, I feel like a boss though. Facts. Yep. Made a vibe track. That's what's up. I showed it to my production guy. He loved it. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Oh yeah, that's what your husband hit me up and I think was saying that too. I gotta write him back. It was on Facebook. I'll be really bad about Facebook. Word, yeah, he did hit me up. I'll have to hit up that dude. What did he say? What did he say when you sent it to him? I'm curious. I'm just like trying to really I'm trying to understand, what people did and didn't like about it, Like what was it about this track that made people just vibe with it, you know what I'm saying? Cuz I know I know why I vibe with it and I know why I like the song. But again, it's not about me. You know what I'm saying? I don't dictate why something's hot or not. So, because I've liked all my songs, when I'm releasing a song, like at that moment, I love the song, you know, the most at that moment. And so, like, this song, it was no different. But this song definitely, people definitely, I feel like, interacted and vibed with this song a lot differently than some of my other stuff. And I do know, obviously, it's because of, you know, obvious progression as far as like just the skills and delivery and everything like that, like technical shit. But on a deeper level, what was it? Definitely potential. It was just clean as fuck, and the storyline was on point. Hell yeah, that's dope. Got to write more about your daily life. No offense, but I don't fully believe the new lyrics. Okay, you don't have to believe it, Diane. See, that's the cool thing about me is y'all never got to really. I don't. Y'all will never know the full me ever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just reality. You know what I mean? Like that's just reality, bro. There's a lot of things about me that no one will ever get to know. I was very fortunate and stayed out the way and stayed in my own lane. So I've been through some very interesting scenarios and found myself in some fucked up shit. But at the end of the day, I always knew how to just kind of move. And so it is what it is. Like I only write shit that I actually have that I know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whether I seen it like firsthand situation sitting next to somebody, or it was very, or something that was very personal to my own self. Like it's all fucking personal. Like all of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but the reality is you have to first tap in to know how to write stories about things that you've seen and encountered to be able to do that. I can't write about a personal situation that happened today necessarily because it's happening. And then some of the stuff that I do now is not interesting. You know what I mean? Being a reactor before that's boring. There's only so many times before I can write about, you know, being this guy who, you know, promotes whatever the fuck. Like that shit gets boring, bro. Like it's more interesting to talk about shit that is controversial. And that's just me telling you how I feel. You know? I like my thing is I can write what I want and put it out, and it's up to you to interpret it how you feel. And that's up to you. I don't get to dictate or judge how you're gonna feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, what it is. That's just what it is. Now I'm not gonna, and I don't get mad about it. That's why I said why people. I want to know why people like or don't like it. You know, if you don't like it because of that, that's cool to know. Like I'm interested to hear that because, like I said, a lot of the things that I do talk about in my music aren't always necessarily things that I talk about or think. Well, some of it's things I've never talked about. You just got to really catch the lingo and catch the under like and really just understand kind of where I came from to really know what I'm talking about in some of the songs or some of the things that some of the bars and rhyme schemes and shit. And that's just the reality. Like I'm always gonna be able to put in the music. I have way more freedom to talk about shit that I want to talk about and things that I won't talk about just openly, right? There's hella things that like I'm not gonna sit here and ever gloat or boast about on the internet. But if you ever have opportunity to talk to me in real person, we can always talk about real shit. Always. Right? Yeah, no, that's facts. Like I said, I'm not, and that's no, and I'm not trying to shoot fire or shots back or anything damage because I feel that. When I write some of this stuff and I'm reading it and I'm rapping it and I hear it back, even this song, like I knew there was hella people that were gonna be like, I don't believe that. And that's cool. That is your right to feel that way. That is your right. You know what I'm saying? I will never take that away from somebody. I will not sit here and be like, oh, nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I used to do this and do that and blah, blah, blah. Like, nah, fuck all that. That's not why I wrote the song. I wrote it because it was something that I could relate to. It was something that was real to me. And that's just what it was. Yeah, that's facts. That's a good way to put it. Sometimes it's hard to translate your storyline in a way that everyone will understand or like. That's just the lovely thing about it. And that's real. Because you won't always like we all have aspects of our lives that we don't necessarily like or appreciate, or there's maybe things that you do always live in and you think about all the time in a certain aspect of your life that you're like, that was the best part of my life or best time of my life. So you try to relive those moments or whatever. But for me, like I use music as therapy and ways to like get things off my chest. And so I just, you know, whatever is heavy on my mind at the time, and I'll just that's what I rap about. Like when I pick songs, I mean beats, I literally pick a beat that would just fit whatever the mood is that I'm in. And when I'm talking about mood, sometimes it's deeper than just how I'm feeling that particular day. Sometimes it's what I'm thinking about that particular day. And there's, like I said, there's things that I've done in my life and certain aspects of my life that people, unless you know me personally, you will not ever understand or even believe. And that's okay with me. I'm not here to be to make you necessarily believe so much as I'm just here to tell my story. And what you take from that story is up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. Some people will love your story 100% and they'll completely get it because you're speaking their language, you're speaking, what they understand and relate to. And then there's going to be people who just they live a whole different type of style of life, and it's hard to relate to things that they just don't understand or think is possible, or you know that's the reality. You know what I'm saying? Is I put off such a different vibe as on live as a person than the type of music that I put out. And the reality is because when the music happens, again, I let the music write itself, whereas I get to actually create the narrative with the live stuff. Like y'all don't like when I talk about how much of a temper I have in the music and stuff like that, and y'all hear the aggressiveness and shit like that shit's real to me. Y'all may not understand it and get it because I'm super positive all the time and I'm always, this like uplifting spirit, and I have this great aura about me that like people just gravitate to in a positive way. But the reality is there's always two sides to every person, right? There's always aspects of somebody that you'll never get to fully meet or understand until you really meet that person and interact with that person for long, extensive periods of time. You know what I'm saying? And the reality is I'm a very angry person, not in the sense that I'm always running around beating up people and getting in trouble and shit, but I'm definitely like, I deal with a lot of, like just emotions, and the way that I deal, well, not even, I won't even say emotions, because I used to not deal with the emotions. Now I'm starting to accept and invite the different kinds of emotions into my life so that I can, experience them all and truly, have a well-rounded understanding of myself. But the one emotion that I've always replicated and shown the most was anger. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just the go-to for me. Like I was always quick to fight as a kid. I was always quick to cuss somebody out. I was always just super reactive instead of, proactive. You know what I'm saying? I was never trying to stop something from happening or trying to see, something happen before it did. I was always just reacting to shit all the time. And it was super easy because I was angry. So why not just lash out on a motherfucker? Because it was easy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, and that led me to, into different lifestyles and different situations, and just the need for wanting shit. I didn't grow up in no situation that was great, I wasn't the poorest kid on the block, but I definitely wasn't no rich kid. I grew up on Section 8 and all that shit. Facts. That's facts. So I wanted shit. I was definitely no lazy kid, no lazy teenager. Ever. Yeah. No, and that's the thing, is like, see, and I'm sure like, let's use that song as an example. Without me even hearing that song, I bet you that there's people on there that love it and understand that. But then there's people who are like, bro, this is like, what are you so fucking mad about? Like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you so angry? Like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And the reality is those people just, they don't understand. They're not good. It's not relatable to them. Like, what the things you speak are not spoken in a way that they actually grasp, why you're so upset or angry. Like, and that's just the same thing with, like, that song that we were just talking about, Unentitled. There's definitely aspects of that song that, you're either going to understand and just vibe with, or you're going to hear it and be like, fuck that. I didn't do that. Blah, blah, blah. And you're going to come up with your own assumptions, and cool. Cool. But shout out to Diambus. Anyways, what do y'all? She got 17 people. Hey, shout out to y'all. Yeah. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, I'm here to just show progression and show ability. The reality is it's a dope story. It's a dope situation. It's dope. This shit's fire too. This is my other song. This beat is so fucking fire. Remember the times I didn't make you cry. I remember the time when I felt more alive. I really wanna try again. I really wanna try again. I really wanna try again. I'm really working hard to be a better man. Even if it's hard to understand, please understand that I'm always listening. Remember the times, it seemed so impossible, but we made it through, even if it was a problem. Together we're unstoppable. Moments of solitude are important. You need peace of self, ever have a chance to try to the mood. Maybe have some common view. All I wanna do is improve. There ain't nothing I won't do. So tell me what's with you. I know I ain't perfect. You ain't gotta do is never make me question the lust because you try to control. Damn. Remember the times. Hey. Remember the times. Yeah, remember the times, getting dressed up just to hit the town, wanting no one in the club so I can cry. You the only one I wanna get a crown too. It's been a rocky road, but I'm glad that I found you. Looking like a tree, you make me feel complete. So damn sweet, looking good enough to eat. All I wanna do is sit at your feet. Say, even when I'm chill, I always keep some heat. Remember the time, hit the backseat. I don't need to shove you in the car seat. Came a long way, dropping out the driver's seat. Never doubted if you right for me. Since you held me down through it all. So remember the times, we didn't make you cry. Remember a time when I didn't run live. Smoking so much weed, trying to find a vibe. Feeling like I'm lost inside. Trying to find a vibe. Okay, I'm trying not to give it all to y'all, but this shit's like, it's so fire. And I fucked up earlier too, so. But anyways. Yeah, this shit's crazy. This shit's like shit. I got some shit. I'm working on some shit for y'all. Yeah. Remember the times. Remember the times. Hey, remember the times. Remember the times. Oh, let's see. Let's run that shit back. That shit's fucking hard though. That shit's hard as fuck. That shit not bad. Remember the times I didn't make you cry, cause I remember a time when I felt more alive then. I really wanna try again. I really wanna try again. I really wanna try again. I'm really working hard to be a better man. Even if it's hard to understand, please understand that I'm always listening. Hey, remember the times it seemed so impossible, but we made it through, even if it wasn't probable. Together we're unstoppable. The moments of solitude are important. We need peace for self to ever have a chance to try and feel the new. Maybe have some common view. All I wanna do is improve. There ain't nothing wrong with you since I'm representing you. I know I ain't perfect. You ain't gotta be. It's never made me question your trust. We take you started to lust for something better at the surface. Emotion comes away like you're surfing. Remember the times. Oof. Remember the times. Remember the times. Remember the time getting dressed up just to hit the town. Wanna know when in the club, so I follow you through the crowd. Making sure you know I hold you down. Paying no mind to the females, wishing they was you. You the only one I wanna get a crown too. It's been a rocky road, but I'm glad that I found you. I swear you like a tree. You make me feel so cool. Yeah, know you say we niggas even in the drip. Heat. Remember the time you used to hit the back seat to have a little shawty in the car seat. Came a long way from chopping out the driver's seat. Never doubted if you right for me. Since you held me down through it all. Yeah. So remember the times I didn't make you cry, cause I remember a time when I felt more alive. Smoking so much weed, trying to find a vibe. Feeling like I'm lost inside, like I need a guy. Stargazing at the night sky. Steady day dreaming. The sun rise. Remember the times you look me in the eyes, made me feel secure, like you never tell me lies. See my heart, no surprise, wasn't ready for it, so I had to improvise. Learn to compromise, cause I never want to see the tears in your eyes, but I always heard the cries. You know I need my attention, complimented by affection. I think it's time to work on this connection. I don't think it's too much to ask for emotional protection. Damn. Just remember the times I didn't make you cry, cuz I remember a time when I felt more alive, cuz. Remember the times. Remember the times. Remember the times. It seemed so impossible, but we made it through, even if it wasn't possible. Together we were stopping. Hey. Yeah. Remember the time. Yeah, that shit's gas. I gotta finish that shit up. I gotta finish that up. That's not finished yet. I gotta do probably like one. Not probably. I'm gonna do like one more verse, and there's a hook in there too that I just didn't give y'all. And there's a hook that I didn't give y'all. You just texted me. I don't know. Some random nonsense. That shit's fire up. And that beginning part, I know which part Trap is talking about. I'm pretty sure he's talking about that part right here where it's like, I know I ain't perfect. You ain't gotta be. Just never made me question your trust because it started to lust for something better at the surface. Emotion comes in waves like you're surfing. I'm just saying. That shit is real right there. That shit crazy. That ending of that fucking first verse is nuts. That whole fucking verse though is crazy. The whole beginning part, the whole thing is fire. And that second verse too, when I just get it out the right way, that shit rides. That shit rides the beat like a motherfucker. But that's what I started doing. I'm really writing shit that is relatable. Whether it's relatable to you or relatable to the next person, it's relatable. You know what I mean? You dig. That's what we doing out here. That's what we out here doing. I still got some other shit that I need to finish. Like, I still haven't done anything with the rest of this shit right here. With the I'm a Dragon, straight fire spitter. I am the heat. I'll turn it up. I've been that nigga. You need a pack? I'll throw you that. I am the dealer. Just bring it back. Let's run it up. And I got you, nigga. But if you take my shit, it's over with. Just ask the streets. I have a temper. Once it flares, don't call me Rick. I got a rage and I'm gonna burn you, bitch. Feed you to the streets because they hungry, nigga. So once I get a word, we coming for you. And anything you got, we gonna take it from you. You came from the zoo, it is a jungle, nigga. You're looking like a monkey in a pack of gorillas. Or you started from the mud, well, it's a concrete, nigga. When you poke at a beast, you're sure to unleash a killer. And when my stomach start growling, I'm gonna make you look like a Jackson. When I make you moonwalk like you're part of a thriller. And that's all I'm at. That's all I got for that part. I haven't finished. I haven't finished that. Yeah, don't ask why. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got just random little fucking things of bars all over the place. Like this shit right here. I'm always smoking on some marijuana. Light it up, then blow it down. I'm a goner. I'm not passing shit, just in case you got corona. So please don't worry. I don't need your help since I'm a stoner. Just trying to get my head right. And it got me rolling up my meds like it's going out of style. But I've never been the fashion type. But I seen the need to feed the hype. I got to work trying to flip off white. I was hungry. I was up all night. Sleep deprived, but it's worse to go to bed when you're not all right. So I put it in my head. There's no sleep till I off this white. I went and made friends with the fiends at night. It wasn't long till the plug in me got tight. The bread started rolling and I swear we lost sight. Yeah, just random shit. What else we got? Let's see. Oh, this one's like a little 4 bars. I fell in love with money. I paid rent off trapping. Feeling like I had nothing to lose. I didn't care what happened. I seen the need, I seen a need. I would proceed to get it cracking. And then I haven't finished that either. Just random bars, bro. There's a bunch of random fucking bars sitting around. Yeah. I still got the Trap Terrell fucking little horror story, actually. This shit, I actually found a dope ass beat. Where's that beat that this shit would go fire with? Hold up. I think it was this beat. Yeah, this beat. It's like a perfect beat. About a nigga named Trap Terrell. He was cold like the Grinch, never hearing Christmas bells. He came up on the block, learned quick that he was scared. Young nigga trying to pay the rent, he bust out a brick to sell. One day his shit keeps truck. I'm way off beat. I started that way late. But anyway, yeah, hold on, let's restart that. I was way off beat with that. I forgot how I started this one. Because I was still playing this shit yesterday. This would work. Tell you about this nigga named Trap Terrell. He was cold like the Grinch, never hearing Christmas bells. He came up on the block, learned quick how to use a scale. He don't nigga trying to pay the rent, he bust down a brick to sell. One day his shit kept short. He said, he hit the dealer. Oh, what's the deal? This nigga got country record swimming in the wind. He knows if you don't face it, then he's ready to hold still. But he answered back saying, I got your touch, just chill. Come through later, break you off some script. Chapter Ooh, just let me know when the hits are back. I got some work to do, so I'll probably need another. Since he tried to play me, this is last day on the fucking map. He's gotta go to sleep. I'm not talking just a nap. He pushed me to the edge, so he's gotta snap. I'm playing with my bread. You'll find yourself without a snack. Kick the chopper at the knees. I could have been a lumberjack. Should've never tried me now. No ass ain't running nothing back. Couple hours passed when he got the text to go. Man, he ready with the grin. Says he's ready for the show. With the mask and some gloves, he's looking like a pro. He knew just what it took to name a nigga John Doe. That's when he pulled up to the crib, not telling any fib. He slid and get the biz. He even took the nigga baby from the crib, and just to make a point, he took the fucking crib. Nah, that's where I'm at with that. Got this nigga named Track to Red. Cold like the grave, never hear a Christmas bell. Came up on the block, learn quick how to use the scale. Need to pay the rent, buzz down the brick sale. Yeah, I just got all sorts of fucking random shit. And I still got that fucking acapella shit I need to finish. I got that acapella shit too. Hold up, where's that other shit at? I got that other shit too. Where's this one? I got this shit too. What makes you better than me? We just grew up in different hoods to see the world differently. And these differences just help us stand out individually. But no communication creates a lack of information. So in return, we repeat history. So many want to give lessons, but not many could take the roles of listening. But listen, it's never one person to make change stone when written. And it doesn't matter who you stand for. It takes the unity of a community to change the way of living. And like most communities, not everyone will agree. But if you choose to listen to opposing opinions, you never know when valuable information will be given. You dig? Hold up. I ain't done. Hold up. So what makes you better than me? When I'm sure if we talked, we have more in common than not. Like I'm sure you get up and go to work with dreams of having a knot, while at the same time you thinking about the bills you forgot. Not with but it was good, blah, 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 blah. But it was with good intentions, because you had to put food in your pot, but instead you quit to devalue a person like a whip off the lot. Aim and blame is the game more often than not. So you take your shot and hope to never lose and get caught. So what makes you better than me? All I want to do is feed and protect my family while living a lavish life casually. So I keep working hard happily because I've been through some tragedies. So I don't care if you mad at me, and I don't care less if you laugh at me, because I'm going to keep running like I'm in a track meet. And I've never cared for preachers, but I'm still good with the church. And I pray that he keeps going up like the smoke from the blunts that we tote. And I see now that I don't have to agree with everything for me to champion one's growth. So what makes you better than me? We just grew up in different hoods to see the world differently. So maybe if we take the time to see why one ticks, we can try to we could try to flip the script and change some shit. I fucked that up at the end. Oh man. Yeah, you just keep going. Old ass classes we took in the Cypher Circles back. Yeah, this is some shit I gotta still do too. I gotta drop that shit too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta drop this shit too. I gotta finish that shit up. He said I could hear that Tupac wisdom coming from those words. Yeah, this one I wrote the other day, right before all the election shit. I wrote this, so I just need to go ahead and just do that, get it out. You know what I'm saying? Just is what it is. But yeah. Well, shit, y'all. It was good motherfucking kicking it with y'all for a little while. I'm about to go ahead and hop up off of here. You dig what I'm saying? And yeah. You know what I mean? I love y'all. There is no me without you. AYYY. See y'all later. Peace.